So and enyumbre na electoral commission so aba bontene say Kpandai ye call ye nyina ye koto aba. Omo ye legitimate voters wo Kpandai no. They should get ready. The 30th of December. Bosumi ye wumi ya no. Ye kwa koto aba. Oye mizu, oye miza, oye miza, za. Oye mizuzu, oye miza. Akoko ni sika no so ye kote akodi ta. Mo. Esi ano. Kpandai for makachi omo say, omo destiny show nsem, and I will lead the charge to pressurize the government, the president, to make sure Kpandai for the omo here be omo sabeka before the 4 years. Because Kpandai omo bre, and whatever they want, about we never share omo future, and they know what is right. Now, as some way as some ya abetowa and the deeper be can some me reading a lot of articles. I've followed a lot of people who know law, those who don't know me. One thing I do, and I say, I like to listen to people who think they know but they don't know. And I also like to listen to people who know and act as if they don't know. And I like those views because I get to know send it will be a call. It means say American politics. I'm a Democrat. I donate to the Democratic Party. I listen to Republicans a lot. That is how I get to understand them. Senebeya, as a Democrat, when I'm making decisions, I know the decision I'm making. Because almost in some kind of people who say Democratic Party now will join no reason. And then I'm able to understand the MPP more than you. Because me, I spend a lot of my time listening to MPP fools. When I go on the internet, I listen to NPP guys talking, especially TikTok, having a show on TikTok. I listen to them. I start to analyze their way of thinking, their reasoning power, and I know their limit. It is 2.2. NPP for you now, their reasoning power is 2.2 and do trimpo. I'm able to get in their head. I'm able to tell Ghana for idea or more and the way they think. Bibi really do. Now, I've heard a lot of people make a lot of statements about this Kpandai issue. And some people have raised very legitimate issues and are concerned. Say, oh, Emrani say, you see, the clerk of parliament, Oba parliament, Beka say, then sa aka, yes, letter now, the bread parliament, G2 or the comma east, Nanka also or chain. Na NPP for no my appeal be or court. Na yentie appeal no finality and sana EC Crampo will take this decision today. Say Yanko Kpandai on the 30th of December to vote. Now, my question to Obama making a statement, and it's a statement coming from MPP for power. I as someone who appeals court, it's just whatever will happen on the 30th, it is illegitimate. It will not stand. We will have 2 MPs. I get it. Now, I want to ask the MPP, if you take part in these elections on the 30th, Abra, you are banging all your hopes in the appeals case in the court. So technically, this thing that we are going to do, or this election ever cost on the 30th, in Kpandai, on the 30th, you guys say it is illegal because on paper, the appeals court, is supposed to sit on the matter. And as the appeals you have made, remember, appeal is not an injunction. There's a difference between you appealing a case and there's a difference between you putting an injunction on an issue. When you place an injunction on an election, the election cannot take off. Nobody can conduct any election. Right now, as we speak, nobody has placed an injunction on the High Court ruling. All that the NPP candidate has done is to appeal the decision of the High Court, meaning the EC itself has not received any injunction to stop them from conducting the elections. And in Ghana's law, it is only the High Court that can declare a seat vacant and instruct Parliament to do what? To make sure a rerun through the EC is conducted. So technically, appeal is not injunction. And as far as EC does not have any injunction on its table that a court is telling the EC to stop whatever activity they want to conduct, the EC has every right. You can say morally is wrong, but the EC has every right because on paper, administrative wise, the EC, nothing is blocking it from conducting the rerun in Kpandai. And that is what I keep telling MPP for so much, Jimmy. There's a difference between injunction and there's a difference between injunction and appeal. Now, Moka say, appeal wenti say easy ekoso ema rerun we kwa. You people know it is illegal. Now I want to ask, Samuko rerun we na MPP candidate winia. Are you people going to go to the appeals court or the appeal now making? Are you going to say your candidate was basically elected illegally? I want to ask, unless you stay away from the elections. Because when you take part in these elections on the 30th, now candidate you are the same people telling us that you have appealed the decision. Now it means if your candidate wins on the 30th, you people already have told us you do not or you will not or this election will never hold. It is already illegal. Now, maybe some say, if you people take part in these elections, now my candidate ni win. Are you people going to say easy for any page of candidate in say or no na MP and also go back to make sure say the appeal now more appealing no finality now back and sana yasako election na. I'm asking you a simple question because you people are telling us say because my appeal whatever will happen on the 30th, it is illegal. We get it. Whether you show up or you don't show up, you say it's illegal. We want to know, are you going to show up? And when you show up and your candidate wins, are you people going to go back to the High Court again for the appeal? And that after the appeal is done, and maybe you lose, are you going to go back to conduct an election? You say, "Intimu candidate ni win illegal and say illegal." You pesi ebusamo because most say you ko dey Kpandai near koto abana mo de mutirimu no my appeal. Emma appeal date nimbaye into whatever be a besibiano, Modia Moon say, and Faquemu, and Chaquemu, send this new winia, and Chaquemu. Now, me with someone people for say, Cecilia Maya appeal no. I must say, appeal ninti, there is Quaquania illegano. Some candidate to contest it, 30th no, na MPP contest it, not more candidate to winia. Mon kai say appeal the whole court to. Sa win now mo candidate be winning on the 30th no. Moba consider say a legitimate win and say and also a illegal win. The only thing you can do now to protect their mind and say stay away from the elections. Because when you take part in that election, then it means say more endorses say election there because they're legitimate. The only way you can tell us say election is illegal and say the NPP should not take part. And as we speak, the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana only the High Court the right to declare a seat vacant. And the EC, after receiving that instruction from court, they are mandated to conduct an elections. So EC is following Constitution, Parliament is following Constitution, the court is following the Constitution. If you want to follow the Constitution, then go and take part. But remember, you say more appeals courts, more trying appeal, no? Right now, most case near illegal elections. Some will take part. Now we near. Mobega si enfa mo MP ni sisu se oye legitimate na say mobeja to aba appeal no abeka say we appeal nti yanko back enko election no. Into the best thing for you now MPP no, don't take part in the elections because the moment you take part in the elections you have endorsed and certified the elections.